1029 KOFM with David and Tanya. We learnt yesterday of an Iranian actress being sentenced to 90 lashes because she wasn't wearing the hijab in a movie that was shot in Iran. And it was just quite shocking news when we first heard about it.
Well, it was because it was an Australian film crew. It was funded by the South Australian Film Corporation, and that's why it was making such big news here. But we thought we'd find out a little bit more about the customs and the laws in Iran. So we have Masih Alinejad, who is a journalist and author, with us. Good morning, Masih.
Hi, good morning to you.
Masih, when we hear of things like this in our part of the world, it's quite shocking to hear of people still in this day and age being lashed, women, for not dressing how other people think they should dress. Tell us about that custom.
Well, I am really shocked that the judiciary of the Islamic Republic are resorting to flogging their opponents these days. First, they have started with a young, even religious blogger, Somayeh Touhidlu. Now they want to inflict the same punishment on an actress. In this case, Marzieh Vafamehr's case, it's unusual because the film was made legally and came out 2 years ago. The regime is making an example of her to send a message that it's not safe to talk or even cooperate with Western organization, I think.
Obviously not, because the film was never meant to even be shown or distributed within Iran.
It was shown on YouTube and a lot of people shared the film. But the problem is, as I mentioned, the film was made legally. I mean, if you want to film in Iran, you have to apply for a permit, and that can be a lengthy process, and the production company may have to submit detailed plans of its schedule and even submit a script prior to approval. So I think Iran wants film companies to work in Iran, but under very controlled conditions. So that's why they sentenced Marzieh to 19 lashes.
Will they go ahead with this? And if they do, how do they carry out such a sentence?
On Sunday, I just interviewed a student activist who had received 74 lashes. His crime was just criticizing the President of the Islamic Republic of Iran. He had served a year in prison, and on his last day, the guards took him to a room to meet his wife. So he thought that he was being released, but instead he was tied to a post and a man in a mask lashed him, which never could predict that one. So because of that, I really cannot predict that they are going to stop, because the world puts much attention on Marzieh's cases. We have to see what's going to happen.
I find it hard to believe that anyone could even survive 74, let alone 90 lashes. I presume the lashes are on the back, right?
Yes, when I have spoken with Marzieh's husband, he is also a famous director in Iran. He was mentioning that this is really sad and tragic because Marzieh cannot, put up and tolerate these lashes. When I was talking with this student, he was a young, strong man. He was suffering from the pain. So now a lot of Iranian women and Iranian journalists, they are really upset because they know that Marzieh's husband even was told to keep silence.
Oh my goodness. Masih, thank you so much for your time and for shedding some light on a terrible, terrible situation. Thank you.
Thanks.